Bada bing, bada boom. What's up, kids? Ugh, I'm dying. This is hell. Day 1 in, and I'm already dead. I'm not even exhausted, tired. I hate the way this turned out. Gosh, I feel like I shouldn't have overcomplicated it, but I really like painting this kid of mine. Nah. But I'm never gonna do better than the first time that I drew him, which is the first drawing guy on the side that you see that's painted that's got a green background. Like, I love that drawing so much. I haven't been able to make the hair like as nice as that as I have ever since then. I'm so annoyed, and I try and draw this kid nice, but I can't draw him nice, and I'm very annoyed at myself. So, hi guys. One day in, and I'm already kind of hating everything that I'm drawing. Where do I start? The first time that I went with drawing this, I just failed completely, and the pose was just awful. Like, my anatomy, I feel like, was pretty strong in both of the times that I drew him, but just the drawing in general was bad. I feel like it was just bad. Just really poor, actually. From a technical aspect, I'd say it's good. It's fairly good. But just from, I don't know, does it look nice? It's kind of boring, bland. I hate it. God, kill me. Man. I just really didn't like it, and I tried to redeem it a little. You don't see it in this video because I did it in post. To redeem it a little and kind of give it a little more oomph to it, to make it a little more interesting and just so not boring and just kind of there. You know, I tried to fix it up, do some coloring things, and it turned out okay. I'd say it's an improvement from the previous one, or at least the way that I had left it. So, you know, that's fun. Yikes, that's all I have to say, really, and I'm really annoyed and pissed that it even turned out so bad, because it could have been great, but I don't know what went wrong. I feel like I need to improve at rendering people in like areas and stuff. Like, I can paint people, but I can't paint them in like places and make it look nice, if that makes any sense. Like, I have troubles with painting backgrounds. Like, I can draw backgrounds pretty decently. I just can't. I feel like I can't paint a person in said background and make it look pleasing. I don't know if it's just like a color issue or just, I don't know, trying to blend them in, but either way, I have trouble with it, and I'm really annoyed about it. So, you know, I'm trying to, let's hope that I can get better at that. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with GORETOBER, because, I don't know, shrug. But I do have a few drawings that I'm trying to improve backgrounds on and stuff. But anyway, yeah, off to a great start. Absolutely great start. And I was so frustrated with this. But hey, I had fun for some of it. Anyway, today, or rather half this video, I just went on just rambling about how awful this is. Today I'm going to be talking about using references and studying things like anatomy and stuff, because with this drawing I was just kind of like, I want to do more muscles and shit like that, because me watches JoJo once, gotta draw them muscle boys. I mean, and plus it's really a lot of fun to do muscly things. Also, I feel like this drawing had so much potential with color, but I just messed it up. Anyway, yeah, so using references, drawing with references, and kind of the whole stigma around references in general, because there's surprisingly a lot of people out there who think that using references is cheating, which it confuses me so very, very much. I don't understand how using a reference is considered cheating. I mean, I guess I kind of understand it if they're taking a piece of art, for example, and directly copying it, because that's just straight up, you know, copying it and just claiming it as your own. But you can't like copyright like a pose, for example. Like if someone's just standing there, you can't, you know, they're just standing there. You can't be like, oh, you copied me. It's like, bro, they're just standing there. Chill. And I guess I can see how they can be like, oh, it's copying, it's cheating and it's copying and bad because you're just, you know, you're just tracing. That's another thing that you should avoid, but you know, you're just copying it. You're not making your own original thing. Yeah. But the thing is, using references isn't bad. It's how you learn to do things properly. It's how you learn how things work. Like I said before, unless you're taking someone else's creation and directly like copying it, now that's where referencing something is wrong within itself. Like if you're posting it somewhere, if you're just kind of doing it for your own personal practice and you're not really posting it anywhere, or if the creator or original whoever of the drawing has allowed you to post it, and with credit of course and etc., that's like fine. It's okay. You know? Using a reference shouldn't feel like cheating. It should feel like it's helping you. And I get a lot of people asking, hey, do you use references and is it bad to use references? And I feel like people shouldn't be looked down upon for using references. Especially since it's like, oh, well, you used a reference, so it's not, you know, your skill or whatever. It's like it kind of makes out like you don't work hard enough because you used a reference, or not that you didn't work hard enough, but that it's not technically your drawing or whatever because you used a reference. And it's like, yikes. People use references all the time. Great artists and, you know, Renaissance people, whatever the hell, use reference and stuff, and they, you know, drawing from still life is technically, you know, using a reference. So all these people who are like, oh, well, using a reference is bad and you're bad for doing it, I can just go shush. And another topic that's similar to this sort of, which is bases. Credit your bases, kids. I've seen so many shit that's just like not credited bases, which really gets on my nerves because even if bases are shitty, people still worked on them and stuff, so you know, you can use them, and when you don't credit it, it's bad and you should do it, please. And I see a lot of people being very aggressive towards people who use bases, and I get that, and I get if they don't try and venture out of their comfort zone and try and do something other than bases. I can kind of get why you don't like it, but I don't feel like it should be so frowned upon. It's just another way of practicing. Like I said, just as long as it's practice and not like the only way you're doing art. If you want to do art seriously and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. I feel like bases should be a learning experience, because technically you're just like, you know, editing and drawing over it. But I feel like it should be a learning experience. Like if you draw a base and you're like, okay, on this base I want to try and do like maybe some drapes of clothing and stuff, and that's going to be the main focus of the kind of the thing that you want to do. You just kind of want to practice clothing and stuff, and I feel like bases should be used for that or for personal use. Still, credit your bases, kids. Credit most things that you think need to be credited, unless it specifically says somewhere that you don't have to credit it. Credit is golden. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I have to say. I don't want to ramble on more than I have to. As for the situation of the whole talkie videos versus ones with just songs, I'm still working on it. I've seen a lot of people suggest I do what the Zodiac Lord does and do like double uploads where one is music and one isn't, which I don't mind doing. It's not too much work, but I feel like it'd just be a bit spammy. But we'll see. We'll just see about that. I'll make like a separate I'll make a separate, you know, update thing about that. So yeah, I'm about to hop out, and I hope you enjoyed this. I know I didn't. So, yeah, bye-bye. Happy Goretober, y'all.